Hey guys, so in the latest news, Ripple CEO wants Ripple to be added on the fifth cryptocurrencies on the Coinbase. And he said that there are a few reasons why he thinks Ripple should be added on the Coinbase. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Federal Reserve thinks that US dollar and Bitcoin are almost the same. They are backed by nothing. This is why the Federal Reserve, I'm not making it up, trust me. And we're also going to talk about the rapid adoption which is happening from the different stock exchanges all across the globe. And this is really important. Before I forget, I really want to mention this. A lot of people actually think cryptocurrency only from the price point of view. If the price is going up, that means the adoption is happening. All is fine. If the price is going down, there is a panic situation out there. Like yesterday, we saw how people were selling their bitcoins on ZPay just because of announcement on the possible withdrawal, rupee withdrawal halt, because of the central banks not supporting it, and which was very shocking because most people who want invest into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they have no clue and they don't understand really the technology. You know, according to me, what's really important for me is not just the price movement, but also to see. For example, I do want to come down to the Ripple news, but let me share something really important. So Toronto, for example, Toronto Stock Exchange has started listing some of the stock ETFs, blockchain ETFs. So that's a rapid adoption. I mean, the Toronto Stock Exchange, the mainstream financial institute trading blockchain ETF is a huge news. And similarly, you have seen now, this is today's news. This is the US Central Bank is now one of the Federal Reserve branch, right, has added cryptocurrency price index. So they are going to show up the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these prices on their index. Now that's from the Federal Reserve. For me, that's like already adopted, right? The central bank is talking about. So for me, I mean, anything, prices, of course, the price is really important. You want to see which side the price is going up, down. But at the same time, it's also important to see which side the adoption is happening. Because if the Federal Reserve is going to show up all these Bitcoin and Ethereum prices, then obviously there are some good news coming up in the future. These are the long-term games. So I was really shocked to see yesterday what was happening in the ZPay, and clearly most people actually have no idea. Again, none of this should be considered as a financial or investment advice, but that's what I think, that if you see these big financial institutes, for example, Goldman Sachs, yesterday the CEO of the Goldman Sachs, he made that it would be arrogant to think that cryptocurrency won't be successful. And he says that whoever thinks that cryptocurrency won't be successful is making a mistake. You know, as you can see here, he says he has criticized the skeptics that believe Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies do not have a future. And so he thinks that, you know, Goldman Sachs is going to be operating a cryptocurrency trading desk as well. So as you can see, Goldman Sachs talking about it, opening up a cryptocurrency desk, and you have this Toronto Stock Exchange listing up. You have this Federal Reserve, one of the branch, showing up the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices. You know, it really goes to show that the adoption is really happening. And, you know, if possible, one should definitely try to keep holding on to it. I mean, these are just the bear market, but, you know, we have already seen historically that the bear market has been for about 6 months, 1 year. Again, then we have jumped on the bull market, and that's what I'm expecting, right? Yeah, so coming back to the adoption again, crypto-friendly Robinhood. So Robinhood is another app in USA where you can download, you can trade not only Bitcoin, they added Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies last year, but you could trade stock, ETF and others. Now they want to acquire a banking license. And the reason I keep repeating this news, actually, for example, Robinhood and the Federal Reserve and the Coinbase wanted to apply for a banking license, because this is very ironic to what we see here in India. You know, all these exchanges there wants to acquire a banking license, and over here we have a different scenario altogether. The central bank over here doesn't want to allow the exchanges to trade into cryptocurrency. So you can see philosophically how different these two countries are, and their philosophy and their approach, mainly their approach towards this cryptocurrencies adoption. So I definitely want to hear from you. What do you think about that? Coming back to the main news today. So So the Ripple CEO wants to be added as a cryptocurrencies on their exchange. And the reason they want to add, if you look at the coin market today, right? If you see Ripple is number 3 or number 4, Ripple is number 3. So Bitcoin is already added, Ethereum is already added, Bitcoin Cash is already added. So why not Ripple? So he wants to be added on the Coinbase. So one of the reason, just to tell you, I mean, they in the middle they actually tried to pay about $1 million to be listed on the Coinbase, you know. And so one of the reasons why Coinbase has not been listed, has not been listing Ripple, is because it's still not declared by SEC. I mean, SEC had recently claimed that maybe Ripple is a security token. So Coinbase, being a regulated exchange, really don't want to take any chance. And so that's one of the reasons they don't want to be listed. But again, the XRP CEO, the Ripple CEO, had an opinion, and he said that I don't think that our ownership of XRP. By the way, so if you know, XRP, Ripple as a company owns more than 60% of the tokens, as you can see here. Despite reports that Ripple, which owns more than half of the XRP's digital tokens, right? 50%, maybe 60%, I guess. So he had an example. He thinks that I don't think that ownership of the XRP gives us the control. Saudi Arabia owns a lot of, this is examples, owns a lot of oil. That does not give them a control of oil. Of course, it gives them control of oil. Maybe I think it's a bad example that he has given, right? But yes, XRP CEO is very positive that he wants to be added on Coinbase. If it gets added, definitely I see a price jump because there's too many hodlers out of XRP tokens and everyone is waiting for that. And so, but the question is, will Coinbase add Ripple? And I don't see that happening in the near future. So that's all I have for you right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Give this video a like or dislike and leave your comment. What do you think about Ripple being added on Coinbase? Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care. See you next time.